It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season now, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now it's Dobbins. They tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down. Now Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Pistol here for Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
This has been a solid opening drive. We're knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. A run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. And this defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Chase Brown. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense comes out led by their quarterback, Joe Burrow. Can they keep him healthy? Because when he's good, he's so good. Won the Heisman during his days at LSU. Took this team to the Super Bowl. Now, Greg, year 5 for Burrow with the Bengals.
We're about to watch one of the most gifted passers in the league, Mike, and it's not only just his arm talent. That's, of course, off the charts, but his ability to process, his ability both pre- and post-snap to operate maybe on a little bit of a different level than some of the other quarterbacks around the league. I mean, he is surgical with his approach, and he's on the short list of truly elite quarterbacks we have to offer in this league, and for us to get a front row seat, man, how special is that?
They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
Taken in by Gesicki. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
We see this week in and week out, Mike. These running backs in today's game, they really have the skill set of a wide receiver. So if you're going to guard him one-on-one and you know the offense is going to use him in the passing game, you better have that guy. You better have that matchup guy that you're confident to put on him and say, okay, you're going to go out there in space and defend a receiver like this. And after plays like that, I'm not sure how much more man coverage they can afford to play.
He'll find Andre Yosibas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
The second down throw is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Third down, 3 to go. Here's Brown. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 3. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals move out to a 7-3 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And a short pickup to about the 30. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's to the tight end, Hurst. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
3rd and 5. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That'll be taken in by Edwards.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chargers are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Charlie Jones now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Bengals offense ready for their 2nd possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase, and that will lead to a 2nd down. Now Brown. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone. Out inside the 20. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Bengals will take a 14-6 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here's Ladd McConkey to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll get that to his new target this season, DJ Chark. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
On 1st down, Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now the free agent pickup from Baltimore. It's Gus Edwards. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. A give zone read. It's Edwards. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Herbert. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. He is in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers move back to within 1. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bengals offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Burrow. He's got Gesicki open down the field. 1 quarter in the books. 14-13 is our score. We're back in Southern California in a moment. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Burrow. That's into the hands of Ncaaf. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
You find yourself as a play caller saying, all right, I only got to get 1 yard, and I got multiple plays to do it. What you don't plan for is all of a sudden you're going to go backwards, and it changes the entire approach and, frankly, the entire play call sheet that you have to draw from.
They'll run here with Brown. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Burrow. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle for another crack at it, thanks to some quick thinking and good hustle from one of his own guys.
Who wants it more here? 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. The man in motion here is Chark. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. They strung this out and made him go sideways, and they forced him to go so far sideways, he went out of bounds.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Charlie Jones, the return man for the Bengals. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Bengals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Burrow now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Gesicki. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Taken in by Gesicki. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
2nd down, Burrow. You'll get that one complete. It's Drew Sample, the tight end.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. The quarterback delivered a good ball.
And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. A carry here for Brown. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a designed run. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's 2nd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll run on 2nd down. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the Bengals are looking at a 1st and goal. He's taken down at the 2-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's the rookie from Georgia. It's Lad McConkey. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And we see a nice catch here by Lad McConkey. And Mike, what really jumps out, and I can't stress enough how rare this is for young wide receivers in the NFL, fresh out of college, is just how good of a route runner he is. And it doesn't matter if he's in the slot or if he's out on the perimeter. He can run any route from any position, and that sort of versatility is going to continue to get him opportunities in this Chargers offense. And then when he has the ball in his hand, every play can be a big one.
2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a 1st down.
Edwards gets it from the pistol. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Again, it's Edwards. Whoa! Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Herbert now on first down. And that ball incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On play action, it's Herbert. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Play action now. It's Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosivas.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Chargers offense And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now it's Herbert. This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He'll try and run for the 1st down with Edwards. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line, and that brings up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's on for the 2nd time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and running back Chase Brown headed back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this 1st half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard. Now, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this 1st half. Second down and 8. Burrow. He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Burrow to throw. He'll find Brown out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. So as we come to the half, it is a 5-point game as we send you back east to sunny Florida. Standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report, it's the coach, Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Michael, thanks very much as we welcome you into our downtown Orlando studios and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Burrow. That's into the hands of Ncaaf. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Burrow here on 2nd down. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Burrow. That is caught. Finding Higgins. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end, Tanner Hudson. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Gesicki, the man in motion. And he will dive into the end zone. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown tonight.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Second and 7. Now a play fake. Herbert. He connects with Disley. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
A run with Dobbins. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. Open man's got it. That's Chark. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. The man in motion here is Chark. From the gun, it's Herbert. Pass brought in by Chark. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's Dobbins. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jermaine Pratt up to make the stop. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll take it down to the 22, but they've got it. That's enough for the first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. Herbert to throw on 2nd down. And that one incomplete. Ladd McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll find Chase. That's complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to have the 1st down and more. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They go play action for Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Now, Burrow. That is caught to the goal line and in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he was unguardable in the 1st half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
They face 2nd down and 7. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense over 300 yards passing in the game and has been sharp right from the start. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. That's into the hands of Ncaaf. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They bring Chase in motion. 2nd down, Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Now Brown. He's going to have a Bengals 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Gesicki, the man in motion. On 1st down, Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
They bring Chase in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action now. It's Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Gesicki, the man in motion. A first down throw for Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Burrow to throw for it on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Burrow to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback to just continue to go back to him.
That one, taken in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing now is Herbert. They set up the screen for Dobbins. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
This throw taken in by Hurst. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Herbert again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
Herbert to the air, and that's going to be intercepted in the end zone. That's the safety, Geno Stone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run here with Brown. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
They go play action for Burrow. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2. They're going to motion their tight end, Hurst. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
On the ground, it's Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Room to run past the 15. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Third and long. Now Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
On 1st down, Herbert. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
To throw, it's Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
He pulls it in around the 5. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing again, Herbert. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Greg, very big touchdown there. Makes it a 10-point game, and now a chance to tighten this down to a one-possession game.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. You have to go for 2 here. You got to get this thing down to 8. But this offense now has given themselves at least a chance to make a run here down the stretch in the fourth quarter.
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2. They'll send the tight end in motion right. They'll stick to the ground. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Bengals offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. A carry here for Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Right back to him on first down. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They bring the tight end in motion. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone. A pickup of 6. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. Tight end going in motion here. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now a give up the middle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll stick with him again. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On is McPherson for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bengals tack on 1 more to their lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That is caught by Chark. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know This offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Herbert throwing on second down. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from SoFi.